But I want to go back to your stuff though. So Utah,
Yeah.
and like Bonzi said, you had that salsa in your game.
Yeah.
Playing with Jerry Sloan and then John Stockton,
Yo, that's
like the most
crazy.
non-salsa players ever. Talk about like what the learning curve there with that, and how you, because I don't care who you are as a basketball player. I've seen it with Jay Will. I've seen when coaches try to it screws up you mentally and it's like that's not how you play. You're just
wearing
like natural.
Utah Jazz shorts like back in the day. You had the little shorts on.
I mean, no, we didn't
little
use
John
shorts, like, but
Stocktons.
John did. John for sure did. You know, I mean, you know who you're playing for. You know, so you know, I wasn't trying, and then it was a great opportunity for me. So I wasn't trying to go out there and messing it up right away. I was trying to, you know, gain some groundwork and you know, gain the coach's respect before I can make a behind the back pass. You know, and so, but and then John was great, but John wasn't the type of guy that would you know take the rookies and come here, let me teach you how to play pick and roll and things like that. Like that was never my relationship with John, but I learned a lot from watching him. You know what I'm saying? His approach to the game and his decision making and things like that. And he was always to himself. You know, if we were in the locker room like joking around before the game, he would get up and leave. He was always stretching. He would get up and leave. Carl was different. You know, I had a great relationship with Carl to this day.
The mailman.
Yeah, and then I had Mark Jackson too. It was John and Mark Jackson, like
That's
1
crazy.
and 2 assists.
Those,
you know, leaders in the history of the game. So my first year was like a learning process, just watching them. You know what I'm saying? And then I had Jerry on top of that. So, and then my second year, that's when I played. That's when I started.
I mean, if you could map that out, coming in as a rookie, being on John Stockton and Mark Jackson as your point guard, like that is crazy. Man. But I know when you had the chance in practice, you tried to go at it. Yeah,
man, I had to, you know, and they would get mad at me because in shoot-arounds, we would tape in shoot-arounds, and then I would go hard. I'm trying to, you know, we don't practice. We got OGs on the team. Yeah. You know, you hardly practice. So you every chance I got, I had to show that I you know, I'm hungry to earn minutes. And they would get mad at me. Like, why are you going so hard? Like, and but it is what it is, you know. I went through that there, and then I had another situation like that in Detroit where we didn't practice. We had OGs too, and guys were tired playing a lot of minutes, and the only chance I got was, you know, to go at them in practice. You know, the times we practice, but you got to stay ready somehow. You know, you got to stay ready somehow. I don't know how it is in today's NBA, but I mean, you know, like UD was saying something like that. You know, you play 3-on-3s after practice, and you know, you just stay in shape. But there's guys that don't do that. You know, they didn't want it. Like JJ Redick when he was a rookie in Orlando with us. We tried to get him to play 3-on-3s and 1s and 2s, and he wasn't. He was like, no, I don't do that. I just, you know, I do other things. So, but I love playing. The year I signed with Miami, I came back from Europe, and I was a free agent that summer, looking for a team. I was in Sunnyland Park in Pinecrest, by where I live, playing pickup. Like we were playing 3-on-3. It was like 10:30, 11 at night, and I was playing some people there. And my phone rings, so I, you know, stop the game. I go get my phone, and it was Pat.
Wow.
Pat Riley called me, and I was playing 3-on-3 in the park with some, you know, random dudes.
Where at?
In Sunnyland Park, by where I live. And he's like, yo, we're gonna pick you up at 6 a.m. to take you to do your physical things, you know, and this and that. And I was like, damn, that's how, you know. Sometimes it's not being at, you know, at a workout for teams or at a certain, you know, place that NBA guys might think, you know, I'm going to be seen here, you know. This is the place to be. Sometimes, you know, for me, it happened like that, you know.
Pat got eyes everywhere. Pat got eyes everywhere. All over Miami.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, you talked about FIBA earlier. We had Amari Stoudemire here. You on the 04 team that played those guys?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
You talked your shit too, Los. He talked his shit. I remember. He talked his shit.
No.
We gotta pull that clip.
I tell you because D-Wade was talking. He was following the shit out of me. They always talking shit to me. But I was quiet. You see the whole game. I was quiet. I'm not the one to talk shit unless you talk to me.
After that game, you talked your shit.
I don't remember when. I
remember you talking some shit.
I promise you, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me.
We're gonna look
and especially with those guys. Those guys are like, AI was cool. Marbury was cool, like, and they were embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what that is, Los?
I don't know.
What this is? What you doing right here? That seemed like the start of some shit talking.
No.
That seemed like you getting ready. That seemed like you getting ready to say.
Nah, that's pride. That,
Puerto Rico.
That's pride. That's not shit talking. That's pride, bro.
What's that start of?
You about to crank up. But you had a hell of a game that game as well.
Thank you, man.
You had a hell of a game that game.
I was very fortunate.
They're not better than big old baggy ass jerseys and shorts.
Mid-range pull up. That was your shit right there.
Oh yeah.
That's
Why they don't
right there.
shoot mid range in today's game? Everything is a 3 or.
Or dunk. They want paint points or they want threes. And they feel like paint points translate into threes because once you get in the paint a couple times, you're going to suck everybody in and you got to start spraying.
But not everyone can shoot threes, though. You dig?
Everybody think they can. Everybody think they can. Ooh.
That right there has some salsa.
Yeah,
Bonzi Wells is right, Cope.
Yeah, I didn't ask Stoudemire about that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it yesterday.
What he said?
Oh, yeah. We talked about it.
He blamed it on the coaching. He blamed it on the coaching.
He blamed it on the coaching.
He blamed it on the coaching.
On the coaching?
He said the coaches ain't play the young guys. The coaches only want to play the old guys. The coaches only want to play the veterans.
Hey,
I mean, this is an ass whooping. 92-73.
Nah, we got lucky, to be honest with you. We got lucky. Them boys were young. Kobe wasn't there. Kobe came out right after that. He said, that's enough. That's enough, guys. I'll let you guys play. But they were young, too, you know. And we played them 3 times before this game. Closed doors.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Closed doors. Check this out. Played them 3 times, closed doors. Larry Brown, our coaching staff, asked Larry, how do you want to play? Because sometimes we play 5 quarters. We close doors.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, coach, do whatever you want. Don't play zone." He said, "Don't play zone on us. Just man to man." And our coaching staff was like, "Okay, that's what we're gonna play."
So when y'all played this one, y'all played zone.
We play zone. we play like we ain't gonna play man to man against these guys, man.
Hell no.
So we played like a little boxing one. And we had a man in front of Timmy the whole game. Everything started with Timmy Duncan.
Bad boy.
You talked about Coach Riley coming and getting you from the playground, right?
Yeah.
Talk about your time in Miami, the culture, the identity. Every time we have someone that played on the Heat on here, we talk about it because
First, it took us a while to warm up to Los because he was in Detroit. It took us a while to warm up to Los because he was in Detroit. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all sent us home one year.
Yeah.
You know. You remember. You remember. I remember. He remembers. So I'm happy he was with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I would have been so in that video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would have been in that video. Oh, man, I loved it, man. I loved it here. I always wanted to be a part of the Heat. I mean, I went to school here. You know, I followed UD. You know, when he was in high school, I know everything about the Heat culture. It just attracted me, you know. I was coming into a situation where I had to be disciplined from A to Z, you know. But I knew it was gonna make my game better, and it felt like home. You know, my off-season home was here. So, but just coming in with Spo and heard a lot of great things about Spo, just being there and seeing how he, you know, held everyone accountable regardless of who you were. I love that. I love that because that makes your team a lot better, you know. And I remember, you know, vividly how many video sessions. I don't even remember one time a Capona was going at him in Philly, and he called the timeout, and he called, you know, D-Wade.
Capona had a whip.
Yeah, he called D-Wade out, and D-Wade didn't like it. But that's what, you know, I like about Spo, you know, that the fact that he tells you how he sees it, you know. But the whole culture was amazing, man. You know, it makes you better.
That when D-Wade was like, don't call me out like that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Don't call me out like that. I remember that.
Come on, man. Yeah,
don't call me out like that.
You remember when I should say this. I mean,
yeah, you should.
Yeah, you should. D-Wade and Bron used to wear like King James stuff and Duane County and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then Atkins came and put a slip, like a pink slip.
Pink slip in their locker. They was mad.
Yeah, they was mad because, you know, the Heat, you know, they got this rule when we travel, you got to wear Heat stuff. And they were wearing King James stuff and D-Wade stuff. And we came down from practice, and they both had
fine slips.
Yeah,
they were 38 hot.
Yeah, and
they were hot as a pistol.
At that same moment, I think Atkins was walking through the locker room. So I think the way it was.
But they got into it.
Yeah,
they got into it. Like we had to separate them. Yeah, they had to separate them. KA wasn't backing down. D-Wade wanted some smoke like that. And he make $100 million. It's a $1,000 fine slip on his, and he want to fight. He want to pop off about $1,000. I remember that. That was funny.
That was hilarious.
That's why he coached for everybody, bro. Like obviously, you know what I'm saying. Those guys were leaders on the team, and you know, even going back and forth, they obviously start wearing Heat gear after that. But some guys ain't with that shit, man. It don't matter. Like
it made it packing easy for me. It was easy. You couldn't wear no money.
You was a sweatsuit guy.
Yeah, for sure.
You was a Heat sweatsuit guy.
For sure. I had no choice.
But that tells you, like, Heat culture. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who you are. Like, you got to follow suit. Especially you know, guys like them. They got to lead by example.
Yes.
It starts with them. And sometimes you don't see it. You know, you see it when you're older. You know, and I don't know how it is now, but, you know, OGs are always, they're a must on teams. Yes. You know, especially, why do you think he lasted so long?
We've got another exciting week of hoops coming up, and I've got the perfect way to get you even closer to the action on the court. Right now, all new DraftKings customers who bet just $5 will get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using my promo code OGs. The crown is yours. That's right. New customers get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins after betting just $5. And don't forget to stay in on the action and use your $150 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code OGs and bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code OGs only at DraftKings Sportsbook.